Hi friends, this is Chris with Josephine's Design. I am back with two fun things that I got in the mail today. I am super excited to share with you. For any of you that are on the gluten-free journey with me, or I'm joining you guys, I'm always amazed at God's timing. I am really amazed at God's timing, and I'm a Christian, so that's how I'm going to talk. And I really can't believe that I have been searching and searching and searching and searching for a good gluten-free pie crust. I am not a good pie crust maker, but I have found a King Arthur, I think it's King Arthur, or it's Namaste pie crust mix. So I've got that to try for, I was going to use it for Thanksgiving or Christmas or during the holidays. And then I also, this just came in the mail today. Last night, found a pre-done pie crust. Now, for that's gluten-free. That pre-done pie crust is very pricey. And literally, the box mix, you get two for the price of that one. And then I'm sure if I mix my own, make my own mix, I'd be good. But right now, I am so new to gluten-free that I am trying to check different things and see what will work, what doesn't work, things like that. So, anyways, but look at these. Aren't these the sweetest things? They're little pie makers. And you cut out your pie crust with this. You can punch and they're about the same height. You can punch out holes. Now, I wish the only ping I would say is they should have made one without and one with, because I will not do the bottom of my pie with holes in it. I mean, come on, that makes sense, right? Unless you know something I don't know. If you do, please tell me. But what I will do is I will put this down and then, trace around with a knife and not cut out as best of my ability. The little holes or the little vents, or I'll probably just make a template out of paper, turn it into something, cut it out on plastic, and then use that as my template and just go around it with a knife. But so I have that one, and then I have this charming little, and look at this one. Looks like a little picture frame. I'm such a junk journaler, but anyways, I think this is charming. A rectangular one is so nice, and that's a goodly size, and I'll tell you why that's important in a minute. Then there's just a sweet little round one. Doesn't that just look like a little apple pie or cherry pie? And there you go. It just looks just like it on there. I love that. So what I want to do with these is I can do a savory with like ground beef. And I used to make these little ground beef and onion. And sometimes I would put shredded potatoes in it and put that in a pie shell and cook it. And that was kind of like an all-in-one thing. And I may do some. I have some beef I just got at the grocery store, some grass-fed beef, ground beef, and I might go ahead and, sorry, I whistled. My mouth is still swollen. Sorry, guys. But I'm excited. I might make some of those for us for a trip. I think that these are all going to be charming. Another thing you can do is my mom used to do shepherd's pie for my daughter. You could easily do mashed potatoes, some veggies, and some beef in these. I would go for the bigger one or for the deepest one. And I'm not really sure which one is the deepest, but you can clearly see that one's probably the largest. So I don't know. I mean, I guess I would have to actually measure it out, but I'm feeling like this may be my largest one. So I may make some of those for a trip. If I do, I'm not been using Instagram very much because after I resigned from DEK Designs, decided it was time to move on. And I loved being on their design team, and I loved being on their PR team. They are just the sweetest people, and met some of the most amazing women. I kind of took a break from Instagram and any other social media. I just took a break, and you'd see me every now and then, but not very often. And I kind of needed that. I needed that time. And so I do have, like last night, I made a chicken and dumpling vegetable soup, and it was so good. It was all from scratch, even the broth. And I literally had my veggie scraps and some skinless, boneless chicken, which I know you want the bones and all that good stuff. But I slow cooked that the day before, and then I put in chicken and let that cook. And then I had a whole bunch of chicken breast made ahead for other meals, so I put that in the freezer in a little bitty glass, like mini Pyrex type with a lid. And then last night I pulled one of those out because I had 4 meals total of chicken. So last night was the second meal, and that's when I added some additional, so the first night was just chicken and vegetable soup. It was so good. And then last night I made chicken and vegetable and dumplings. And so I added some additional corn, which all my kids love corn. And my husband, we all love corn. And then cut corn. And then I also added additional onions and a little bit more garlic. And then the dumplings. Now the dumplings I learned from Scandinavian Home, I think, or oh goodness, I just blanked out and I just said it. This is my third retake and I can't remember. Scandish Home. And she showed, it looked like 1 cup of flour to 2 eggs with some salt. And then she made her little dumplings about that big. I did not. I made full big old spoon dumplings. I more than doubled it. And the first thing that was said was, wow, the dumplings are kind of tough. And I said, yeah, you're right. And I had gone in and cut them up to let them try to soften. So, but I learned something, sometimes bigger's not better. Yeah, we Texans, bigger's always better. No, not always. And, I need to make sure that as I do these recipes, I have actual recipes and measurements, etc. I was just winging it. So, but the other thing I learned from her is how to make a no processed sugar jam. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a strawberry jam. And I'm sorry, my daughter's now walking through. I'm going to make a strawberry jam. And thank you, baby. And I'm going to use strawberries, chia seeds, which will make a gel consistency. And then I'll use either maple syrup, honey, whichever one, monk fruit, have stevia, have all of that, but whichever one would be the best. I'll just have to try different ones. Also, you could do it with blueberries or peaches or whatever you have. And then the other thing I will do is I will do, of course, the savories. I think those are the best. I think, honestly, for me, I do like sweet, but I do like savories. So, and that to me is like a meal. And literally I could take these to my granddaughters. They could each eat one of those. Wouldn't that be a cute little lunch? I know, so cute. And you could literally punch those out of, if you wanted to do with, like sandwich bread. I don't know that gluten-free bread would work, but regular sandwich bread might work. You could give it a try. I just think of those peanut butter and jelly sandwiches they used to do. I never did those for my kids. They put them out in the freezer. I never did that. But anyways. All right, so the other thing I want to show you is this gorgeous cookie mold. Guys, this was off some internet, probably I saw them on, Instagram, probably YouTube advertised. And I have to tell you, when they came in, they didn't even have the name of the company on it. I do believe, I don't know where these, I want to say maybe they were made in China. I don't know. They arrived on the same day. No. Oh, I have something that's coming from Sweden. I don't think that these were from Sweden. Anyways. These are cookie molds. Aren't these gorgeous? Aren't they just gorgeous? They're just these beautiful little wood. That's the only one I've seen like that. Okay, they're gorgeous. Okay, so here's the rose. Here's a sweet little hedgie. Yeah, so happy. And then a beautiful lamb, which I will do for Easter. Pardon me. This is going to be my first one because, number one, we're in this season. Hold on one second. Let me grab a sip of iced tea. But this will probably be the most simple one. I want to see, what I need to use so that the dough will come back out, that kind of a thing. But gluten-free, sometimes dough feels a little heavier to me. So I think these will be perfect. And I'm just really excited, really excited. And you could literally go back in, use a light colored dough, and then use food coloring. And or you could use things like passion fruit or blueberry powder, or, any of those things, which are just freeze-dried blueberries, and then they're powdered, with like a coffee grinder type thing. There's all kinds of things you can do. And so, anyways, I'm excited to play with this. I won't be using icing, so, but I think I want to do something like a spice cookie or something with this. I think that'll be fun. And then I also have this, which is a pine cone. Isn't that gorgeous? I mean, it's really big, but it's so beautiful. And this one isn't as deep, and I just cannot wait. I think I want to do that one with a gingerbread at Christmas. I think that will be so gorgeous. And then last but not least, I picked this up because I love hexagons. I love my husband, and he raises bees. Now, I am violently allergic to bees, like call 911, but we do have bees on the property. Also, I'm very thankful for bees. As I work in my garden, there's bees working right beside me. Now, when I'm in my garden, as long as I don't mess with them or take their flowers, they don't mess with me. So there are worker bees that are working really hard. They're like guard type bees that are a bit more aggressive. I don't get near those at all. The ones that guard the hive, I do not get near at all. But I think he will love these. These will make a beautiful gift for him, and I cannot wait. And then I believe God's timing is awesome. So I opened this today, and I also opened this Dear Sweet Happy Holidays from 365 Organize. Lisa sent this out. I think this is so sweet, very nicely done, and it will fit perfectly in my little cookie, my little recipe box, and it's Mimi's chocolate chip cookies. So I'm not going to use sugar. I'm not going to use regular flour, but I'm going to take this as a base and start adapting it. And I mean, I knew I would needed to just get a cookie recipe out and just go from there, but I'm excited. And I do have a couple of gluten-free cookbooks. So I will look in there, and then I have all my Trim Healthy Mama, but we'll see. So there's a holiday blitz November 7th, and we will make the invisible work of the holidays visible, and I will guide you through how to plan your holidays. So yeah, I will try to get this one up right away. Maybe I'll put it up Saturday. But if you guys are wanting help getting organized for the holidays, Lisa's a real treasure. I really do love Organize 365. I don't do it 100%. I've only bought one of the quarterly planners. And it's a real toss-up between that and She's in Her Apron. I do like the efficiency a little bit better in this one. And I do love the Fly Lady. But I kind of just incorporate a little bit of everything. And that's what I've been doing. And I'm very thankful. So, all right, guys, I'm going to let you go. But again, God's timing is awesome. Here I get cookie molds. Here I get pie. I just get the pie shell recipes. I get all the pie shell stuff. And then I got this for cookies. I don't think I'll be putting chocolate chips in here unless they're just tiny minis. But yeah, and you could actually use cacao nibs. That would probably be pretty good too if you're trying to avoid sugar like I do. So anyways, lots of fun. Can't wait to share, but go look at my Instagram. In the next couple of months, I'll be definitely utilizing all these good little baking goodies. So, all right, friends, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you aren't subscribed, please subscribe. We'd love to have you. Leave a comment. Tell me if you guys have ever used these, what you do to get them out of the mold. Do you use just regular cooking spray, or is there a special trick? Please let me know. And then lastly, any of you that use these, let me know. And any of you gluten-free friends out there, please, 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 if you have a really good gluten-free pie shell or pie pastry recipe, please send it to me. I would love to have a really good pie crust. And yeah, I appreciate it. Okay, friends, y'all take care. Love y'all. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.